Now, the Subaru Impreza has had so many different variations of car. I mean, there are 6 generations of the Subaru Impreza, and have featured in many, many racing games, not just confined to Gran Turismo, but as you can see on screen, there is being Imprezas throughout every version of Gran Turismo. And what I wanted to do today is give a little review of the new one, added in the latest update, although not very recent anymore. But is a staple for rally cars. I mean, people across the world love this car, and so I kind of wanted to see why do people love this car? What's so great about the Subaru Impreza? So today we're looking at the Subaru Impreza Sedan WRX STI from 2004, the 3.5 litre four-cylinder engine, turbocharged, which produced 286 brake horsepower. Of course, it is 4-wheel drive, and it's slightly on the heavy side, if I'm being honest, of 1,460 kilograms. So we're going to look at kind of how it drives in this box standard form, see if there's any kind of perks to driving it like this, and then I'm going to try and fully upgrade this with its engine and just see what we can get out of it. Maybe into a rally car, maybe not. I'm not 100% sure. So now we're going to jump into a quick lap around Trial Mountain, one of my favourite circuits, although it's kind of been, some would argue, ruined in Gran Turismo 7, but that's a debate for a different video, which has been talked about by many people. Anyway, as you can see, we're going to straight now. I had a little fiddle with using a gear stick for manual shifting with this car, but I basically couldn't be bothered with Gran Turismo and how it works. So I just went back to flash pedal, just to see, what performance we could get out of this car. I didn't really know what to expect. I didn't know how stable it would feel. I mean, through the first corner, it's kind of, it rolls about quite a lot. But there's a decent amount of grip, especially with the 4-wheel drive system. You can see there, it just goes completely wrong. I mean, yeah, there was no saving that. It clearly wasn't my finest hour. This isn't my finest lap either. I'm going as fast as I can, but I'm a bit cautious in braking. But yeah, it's quite fun to drive actually, I think. The gear shifts are a bit slow, I think, and it can understeer quite a lot. I think that's quite a characteristic with 4-wheel drive cars in Gran Turismo. But it handled Trial Mountain alright. I could see the appeal of the 3.5 litre 4-cylinder engine here. Turbo making all the difference really. And so as we come across the line here, it was a decent lap, but now we're going to get into the actual tuning of the car. I mean, I kind of just went for everything. I lingered on the dirt tyres because I couldn't decide whether I wanted to try a dirt track yet. You'll be surprised to know that I'm not amazing at driving on the dirt in Gran Turismo 7, but you can see I'm just going through everything. I'm basically buying everything. It's costing me way too much money, and I don't really know where I'm going to get this money back from, because certainly I probably won't use this at any events. I might do. We'll have to have a look at what's there. But yeah, you can see I'm going through everything. I put sport soft tyres on, which as you see later may have been a slight issue. I should have gone with the racing tyres really. But as we go, we make it a wide body car, and at this point I was getting really excited. This is one of my personal favourite cars. I'm a big fan of the Subaru Impreza, and here we're getting to the final stages of what it looks like, and I'll let you enjoy the little montage of the car. So now we're getting into a lap with the fully tuned Subaru Impreza, and well, instantly it's so much faster. I mean, it's so much nicer. But as I was saying before, I put sport soft tyres on this, and I'm thinking I should have put racing tyres on. But you know, I didn't make it too dissimilar to the original car, if we ignore all the tuning that I've done to the engine, suspension, brakes, what have you. And as you can see, I was really unprepared going into the first corner. I mean, the braking, I just had no idea what was going on. So I restarted the lap, as you could probably expect. And so we'll give it another go. The brakes were nice and responsive. I took it very easy this time. Let off the power much sooner than I did the last one. I really tried to throw it in, and it just didn't like it. But as you can see, there's much less roll with the car, with the newer suspension. And the engine now has 553 brake horsepower, and the car only weighs 1,138 kilograms. So not only is it much more responsive into corners, the power is just night and day between the two, really. I could really see why, you know, this is quite a tuner's car, if you like, a bit like a Subaru in that sense. I know it's probably not the same kind of standard, but, you know, I can see why people really enjoy this car. I would very much like one in real life, if I'm being honest. And you just listen to it now, going through these tunnels, down the straight, on this changed trial mountain circuit. But yeah, I think, as you can see, it is actually quite stable, especially compared to some of the other road cars that you drive in Gran Turismo 7. They can be quite unpredictable. Here I just kind of forgot to concentrate and just didn't turn, so that wasn't my finest hour. Yeah, overall it's a very nice car to drive now. It's a nice fun little race car. I think if I made some setup changes and properly put some racing tyres on, it'd be quite a decent track car actually, probably against kind of grade 4 cars. And yeah, so we're coming to the final chicane here, the painfully slow final chicane, bringing it onto the straight. I forgot to change gears right at the start of the straight, but we'll ignore that. And of course the 4-wheel drive system working much better. Yeah, so it wasn't awful lap. You can see there were a few mistakes, but it was clearly a much better lap than had been before. So yeah, if you enjoyed this video and the Subaru Impreza in all its glory, then subscribe, like the video, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.